on the subject. It can be am, is, or are. Then going to, and again the verb in present tense, and you don't pay attention to if it is a third person singular or not. All right. So you say, I'm going to stay. He's going to leave. Are you going to stay? Is she going to leave? Again, to form the question form, you have to just move the auxiliary, in this case, are. Going to stay, it's the whole, well, it's a complex verb, so you have to put the whole thing together, all right? They are going to stay, it isn't going to leave. Again, pay attention that that the well, the not in this case is together with the auxiliary and not the verb. You don't say they are going not to stay. You don't say that. You just have to put it alongside the auxiliary. All right. Any questions about the structure of this one? Again, really simple. No. All right. We have some uses in this case. They are really simple, and they are less than the future with will. And we use it to talk about future plans. Usually, you distinguish this going to with the will when you are not so sure about the plan. You use will. When you are a little more sure about the plan, you use going to. Right. So in this case, we have the example. My brother is going to study biology, and probably he's already decided to study biology. So we use going to. We also use it to make predictions based on evidence. For example, look out, you're going to trip over that chair. Well, you can say that will is more like what you expect to happen, but you are not so sure. The evidence, it's not completely well, marking, or not marking, more like pointing to that direction. With the going to, the evidence already gives you a clue of what's going to happen, so you use going to, right? As I told you, this you only have only two uses with two usages with this tense, with going to, and as we continue, you will see that the next tenses only have one usage. All right. Any question about going to and will? No? Great. Then we're going to with the future progressive, and as with the past progressive, we have the auxiliary and the verb in gerund. All right. But we add also a little twist. We add the auxiliary of the future, will. As I told you before, in English, we don't have this conjugation for the future tense. So we have to add this will. All right. I'll be working. Notice that we have the will, the be that's not conjugated, because you with the well, when you have the auxiliary already there, you don't have to conjugate the verb, and you have a working at the gerund. All right. She'll be sleeping. All right, and will you be working? And notice that again, only the auxiliary is moved to the left. Will she be sleeping? They won't be working. Again, the not alongside with the will, and you have a won't. It won't be sleeping. Again, remember that then the not contracted form of won't, it's will not I don't know. Well, it's will not something else. Right, and we only use it to talk about actions that will be in progress at a specific time in the future. All right, simple stuff. You mark one point in the future and you say this will be happening in the future. For example, at 9 o'clock tomorrow, she will be flying to Egypt. All right, simple. You mark one point and you say this action will be happening at that time in the future. All right, simple. Any questions? No, perfect. Then we go to these more complex tenses. Again, we already saw it with the past perfect simple. It's really, really similar. We have, but we also add this, well, in the present perfect, we have plus the verb in past participle. In this case, again, we add this auxiliary of the future, will, and we have I'll have worked. Notice will plus have plus work. Again, you don't have to pay attention if you say has or have. It's always have, but you have to put the auxiliary will. Right? He'll have slept. Will you have worked? Notice that again we only move to the left the will. Will she have slept? They won't have worked. Again, we put the not with the will, and not say something like they will have haven't worked. So remember that the not it's always alongside with the auxiliary and not the other stuff. All right. To talk about well, and we use these tense to talk about actions that will be completed before a specific time or another action in the future. Right? Is the action which follows the first one is in the present simple. Right? Remember that in past perfect we use it talking about an action that was completed in the past. All right. And we had this sense of sequence. I'm not sure if you remember. Well, in this case, we have this sense of sequence, but in the future, right? She'll have returned by the time you leave, all right? You have this first clause that says she'll have returned, and well, by the time you leave, right? It's this first clause, and by the time you leave, it's the other one, right? So, any question about this one? No? Perfect. All right, then we go to, well, to the last one, to the last tense per se. And we have future perfect progressive, right? And this, again, we have, well, this one is the most, in quotation marks, complicated because of the number of auxiliaries you have there. All right, you have all have been working. All right, you have a will have been and the verb in gerund. Right, this all have been is static. You will always use it with this tense. She'll have been sleeping. Will you have been working? Will she have been sleeping? They won't have been working. It won't have been working. Right? Again, you only move this first auxiliary, will, and the rest you leave it the same. Okay? Will you have been working? All right? And then in the when you are trying to say a negative, you just say they won't have been working, and you put the not with the auxiliary will, right? Again, really, really simple, and it's and only has one usage, right? To show the duration of an action up to a certain point of the time in the future, all right? The action may continue further, right? You say, for example, by midnight, we'll have been flying for 7 hours, all right? The difference between this and the future progressive is that it's well how you represent the action. For example, when you say at 9 o'clock, I will be running. you are saying that at that moment in time, you are focusing at that particular point in the time. You look at this future progressive as just looking at one picture, all right? While in this future perfect progressive, you look at the whole action that has been happening for a long time, and you see the whole thing. Uh, you see that it has been happening during uh, a long time, while in the present future progressive, you only see it like you don't care how long it has been happening, but that it is happening at that point in the future, all right? Any question about this one? No, great.
No, teacher.
Then we have well, these time clauses that we use it also to talk about the future. So it's important for you to remember. And they are, well, usually introduced with a when, as soon as, before, until, as, and while, right? But you never use the future with this time clauses. Look at the example. When I see George, I'll tell him that you've been looking for him. All right. You don't say when I'll see George. You always use the present simple with this time clauses. All right. Simple. Right. Do you have any questions? No. Perfect. Then now we're going back to to the book. And what now that you are experts, hopefully, uh, look at the sentence and answer this little exercise. Okay, I will give you 3 minutes to answer this exercise, and then we will check it together. All right. What you have to do is just read this. Read the rules. We already saw them in the presentation, and match the sentence with the rule. All right, we already saw some examples. I think you may be able to do it just right. All right, so I'll give you 3 minutes, and then we will check it. Okay, if you have any questions, please let me know. have you finished?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. And what about everyone else?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Kevin and Maricos have finished.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Very good. All right. So what we're going to do now is you're going to read the sentence number one, and you're going to tell me the letter on this on the of the part below. All right. So Arturo, can you read sentence number one and tell me which which rule this sentence is referring to? If we here. All right. Hey, yeah, very good. We have that restaurant is very noisy and crowded. I think I'll grab a sandwich instead. All right. We have well, a spontaneous decision because we said like I saw this, so I think I'll do this instead. Right. So, any question about this first one? If not, Brenda, can you answer the second one? I think you're also on the at the WAC, so just the answer it's okay, right? Yes, letter D. Very good. We have. Will you help me look for my passport? And the other person says like, sure, I'll look through the through your desk drawers, right? So you have offers and requests. Very good. Carlos Alberto, can you read number three?
Yeah. Number three. I give you my word that I will visit you this summer. Is promise. Letter C.
Very good. Yeah, very good. Thank you, Carlos. Great. Uh, Next one, Daniel.
Yes, sure. It will be probably be a cold winter this year. And I put letter D, predictions about the future.
Very good. Yeah, predictions about the future. Great. Ivanova, can you read number five? Well, tell us which rule is the one.
Get to the gate on time or else I'll missing your flight. After and request.
Uh, Letter. Yeah. Pay attention to this one. In this case, it will be threats and warnings. All right. Get to the gate on time, or else. When you see this, or else, you'll miss your flight. It's more like a warning. And also, when you see this, do this or else, and just or else alone, that will be a threat. All right. So just pay attention to that. In this case, it's just a warning. So it will be letter E. Thank you, Manuel. All right. Any questions? I forgot. Uh, all right. So if you don't have any questions, then we'll go to the next exercise. As I noticed, well, you are already really good with these tenses. So again, we will answer these, uh, well, this exercise B. we already saw these rules on the presentation before. So I think you can, well, you can answer this without any issue. Pay attention to, I think I've, two of them, for example, the present progressive and present simple. Pay attention to, well, to the auxiliary and the verb, and how the verb is it's conjugated to, well, to answer this. All right, so I'll give you again, well, not again. I'll give you 5 minutes to answer this, and we will check it. We will check them together. All right. So, any questions? No, perfect. Then we will check it in 5 minutes. Have you finished?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Gabriel, very good. What about everyone else?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Martin as well. So, mm, I think we can continue. Uh, Gabriel Callejas, can you answer? Well, just answer number one. Well,
I don't have it, teacher.
I don't have it. All right.
No.
Gabriel Rojo, can you answer number one?
Is that the expression be used about to by form is used to refer to action that will happen very soon?
Again. Sentence number one, and tell me the rule that you choose below.
To refer to action that will happen very soon.
Okay. So you say the plane is about to take off. Please turn off your electronic devices, and you decided to. It's yeah, number one. Very good. Thank you, Gabriel. Great. Karina, next one, number two.
By the end of the summer, I will have made my decision. It's future progress.
All right. Pay attention to the whole structure that we have involved. All right. We have I will have made. All right. This have uh, well gives us the hint that we are dealing with. Well, if we have plus another verb, it's almost certain that we are dealing with present, but with a perfect tense. All right. So it will be the future perfect simple to refer to an action that will be completed before a specific time or another action in the future. It's really simple to identify these tenses. So just pay attention to well, first the auxiliary. If you have will, you have a future. If you have a had, you have a past, and so on. All right. So just pay attention to the to the auxiliary and also the verbs and auxiliaries that follows. All right. Kevin, can you answer number three?
Yes, I'm going to travel by train because I don't think it's as tiring as traveling by car, and I put the future going to is used.
Yeah, very good. Great. I think yeah, I don't have it in order. All right, very good, Kevin. Maricruz, can you answer the next one?
Which number?
Number four.
By next March, I will have been working as a receptionist for 5 years, and I put the future perfect progressive.
Very good. Great. Perfect. Martin, can you answer number five?
Yes. The this time next Saturday we will be sitting by a pool in the sun. The future progressive.
Yeah, future progressive. Very good. And just remember to pronounce it like by a pool, not a P. All right. Uh, Very good. Ramiro, can you answer number six?
Number six, cars flying leaves on the same aim. Tomorrow is future they're going to you 2 years to I
All right, just
yes.
pay attention to the whole structure. We only have one verb,
The present.
so it's not a future. All right, not going
Okay.
to because we don't have going to. Carl's flight, it will be the subject, leaves the verb, and because we have this s that's well, almost typical or the clue a clue that tells that this one is a present simple, right? I think no other tense has this rule that we have to add this s at the end of the verb if it is a third person singular. So pay attention to that. So it will be present simple is used to refer to official programs and timetables. All right, pay attention to that. Thank you, Ramiro. And Arturo, can you answer number 7?
Me teacher?
No, Arturo.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. Uh, all right, I think he's not here. So, Brenda, can you answer number 7? Yeah, present progressive. We use this well, this, as I told you, present progressive, when we are talking about plans that we already have, that we are certain that we're going to do, all right? So that well, that will be the order, so you can grade your work. All right, so we're going to do this next exercise. We have on the book this part that says, look at the example below, which tense is used to refer to the future in the time clause after the word when. And like we have, when I go to Egypt, I will definitely visit the great pyramid of Giza. I think it's pronounced Giza. All right, so we're going to skip that one, and we're going to enter this next exercise. Okay, this one is not about rules. It's about well, yeah, it's about the rules. How you use these tenses. All right, we already have seen these tenses, and we know how they work. While you are answering this exercise, remember to read the previous two exercises, exercise A and B, so you can more or less know or remember, not remember, more like check which usages we associate each tense with, all right? So I'll give you again 5 minutes to answer this one. I maybe it's too little. Mm, 7 minutes to answer this one, and then we will check it. Okay? Any questions? You only have to choose the correct answer. We already have done this one, well, this type of exercise before. All right. So, do you have any questions? No, perfect. Right. So I'll hear your answers in 7 minutes. Have you finished?
No, teacher, one moment.
All right. Again, as usual, the call is about to expire. So I'm going to end the call. Remember to rejoin as usual to well, so we can finish the class and you get your your attendance. All right. So I will end the call right now. Well, I will hear you in a moment. Uh, A and B. Well, the first two, A and B.
Yeah. So Joe, how long have you been in Japan? Well, now that I think of it, uh, I will have been living in Japan for 2 years this winter.
Yeah, very good. Will have been living. All right, very good. Thank you. And Daniel, can you, well, read and answer the next one, letter A.
Yes, teacher. Wow, time files. I can't believe I coming to see you next week. Just think about it. This time next Tuesday, we will be walking down the streets of Tokyo together.
Yeah, very good. I'm coming to see you next week, like you already have it planned. And we'll be walking at this point next Tuesday. Very good. Thank you, Daniel. Ivanova, can you answer the next one? Letter B.
Yeah. Actually, on Wednesday, your flight is about to arrive at 8 a.m. Wednesday morning.
In this case, we use to use these programs and times tables. We usually use present simple. So we say actually on Wednesday your flight arrives at, and we just use the present simple. All right. Uh, Thank you, Ivanova. Gabriel, can you answer the next one? Well, read A. Well, the next two A's. Gabriel Rojo.
Sorry. Number 2A.
Yeah, read the previous A and that A.
Mm. Oh yeah, you are right.
Yeah, that one. And
Okay.
the next one.
I think I will get a coffee instead of an orange juice.
Yeah, very good. Referring to this like a spontaneous decision. Very good.
Yep.
Karina, can you answer the next one?
Yes. Okay, just hurry up. Our train is about to leave.
Very good. Yeah, it's about three. Kevin, next one.
Yes, I'm going to drop by Peter's house around 4 this afternoon. Do you want to come?
Very good. Thank you, Kevin. And Maricruz, next one.
Oh, okay. Sure, I will have finished work by then.
Perfect. Great. Thank you, Maricruz. Ramiro, next one.
Yes, teacher. When will you have about the tickets to Moscow, Robert?
In this case, we use when are you going to like yeah, when you are going to do that action of buying. So we use going to, okay? All right. Thank you, Ramiro. Arturo, can you answer the next one? Okay, I think he's not here. So, Brenda, can you answer the next one? Ah, I will pay. Yeah, perfect. I will buy. Um, and also the next one, I buy. Well, I will buy them as soon as I get. Yeah, perfect. Thank you, everyone. Brenda, can you answer the next one? I will have been driving. Yeah, perfect. I will in about 15 minutes. I will have been driving for 5 hours. Yeah, we pay attention to this for 5 hours. Very good. Thank you, Brenda. Carlos Alberto, can you answer the next one?
Yeah, we can. I am afraid we we won't have made it to Oxford in time for the wedding.
All right. In this case, we use just the well, the future simple. We can. I'm afraid we can. We won't make it to Oxford in time for the wedding. All right. Uh, Remember that we use this future perfect, well, simple when we have more like a sequence. So pay attention to that. All right. Thank you, Carlos. Daniel, can you answer the next one?
Yes, teacher. Will you be traveling around Latin America next month?
Yeah, very good. Will you be traveling to Latin America next month? Very good. Ivanova, last one, please.
No, I won't have been living until end of May.
Mm, Yeah,
No, I'm not leaving until the end of May.
yeah, very good. Pay attention. We will use this won't have living when we talk about when we have one specific duration of uh, this action. And in the case of the present progressive, we say when we have already planned to do this. So I'm not leaving until the end of May. We already decided that. So we use the present progressive. All right. So any questions so far? I think this topic it's well, it's simple, but you probably uh, get a little confused with this will going to and the present progressive. Next class, I'm going to give you some exercise so you can practice a little more. So we're going to continue with this anyway. And next class we will do a little exercise to reinforce these tenses. All right. In this next part, we have listening on page 48. But before we start with this listening, I would like you to, well, maybe to share these ideas because I think this maybe not that relevant right now. But do you think the holidays in the future will be the same as they are now? Anyone? All right. Mm, Gabriel Rojo, what do you think?
About the holidays in the future.
See, what do you think? Do you think they will be the same as they are now?
Okay, I think that holidays will be traveling other virtual planets.
Very good. Yeah, like this, traveling to another planet in a virtual reality. When I saw this, I was like, it reminds me to. I'm not sure if you have seen that movie, like Ready Player One. I think it was called.
Yeah, it's a good example.
Yeah, of virtual reality. Yeah, it's a well, it's the most recent one. I also thought about one Japanese cartoon series, like how was it called? Sword Art Online. That it also has this idea of virtual reality. What do you think about that? Do you think they will be as enjoyable as well going to that place in real life? This part is just so you can share your opinions or your ideas. You don't have to well to answer them correctly. You can say whatever comes to your mind. It doesn't matter.
I think, teacher, that they would be enjoyable,
Yeah.
but I think that it will be different. Uh, I don't know, maybe traveling to the moon or something like that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, they will be. Yeah, they will be different. You maybe we will experience it differently. Very good. All right. And finally, do you think this virtual traveling will someday replace the traditional or real traveling?
Sorry, what was the question?
Sorry. Do you believe this virtual traveling will replace someday this real or yeah, real traveling? Or do you think it will be just one alternative to well, to travel to another place?
I think it will be strong, but I don't think that it can replace the regular traveling.
Yeah. All right. By strong, you were referring like they will be more like popular, or what? Uh, all right. It doesn't matter. Yeah. These discussions are just so you can share your ideas, maybe discuss a little and practice. You don't have to well to say to be worried about your pronunciation or your grammar. Just try to share what you have in mind so you can practice well, your English and also your speaking and how you can express that idea. Okay, so we will continue to this next part. Uh, Now with the listening. In this part, we're going to well, you will hear a futurologist called Andrew Warren talking about the future of holidaying. For questions 1 to 10, complete the sentences with the word or a short phrase. Okay, so what we're going to do is first you will well, I'm going to play the listening, and please don't write anything. All right, just pay attention to the listening, and then I'll give you 2 minutes to check these 10 questions, and then we will replay this listening. All right, do you have any questions? All clear? Perfect. All right, so I will start playing this listening, so please pay attention. I,
Module 4. Pack your bags.
4B. Listening 1. You will hear a futurologist called Andrew Warren talking about the future of holidaying. For questions 1 to 10, complete the sentences with a word or short phrase.
Whenever we talk about holidaying in the future, words that come to mind are space tourism or underwater hotels. But there's a little more than that to consider. In more or less 20 years from now, our whole experience of holidays will have completely changed. Can you imagine having a trip based on your preferences and past experiences arranged for you, and then even being able to experience it a little before you buy it? Well, this is what the future of travelling is all about. First of all, there will be no more searching through brochures. We will have virtual agents that will do all the searching and planning for us. These will be applications that will suggest trips made to fit our preferences and suit our needs. So, Are you into adventurous holidays? Your virtual agent will tell you to head for Kenya on a safari. Or, if you enjoy the sun and the beach, you will end up relaxing at a luxurious resort in Hawaii. Your smartphone use and social media activity will be used to monitor your behavior and preferences. Whatever your tastes, the virtual agent will be sure to find the best choice for you. I'm sure you've heard about virtual traveling. Just by putting on a special headset or virtual reality glasses, you can be transported to the other side of the world without leaving the comfort of your home. However, the way I see it, this will just be a way to try out a holiday and will probably never replace the real thing. Through the special virtual environment, you will be strolling down the streets of New York City one minute and then sunbathing on a sandy beach in Phuket the next, at no cost at all, just to get an idea of what it's like. So, you've decided on your destination, but before you set off, the next step is to find accommodation. If you travel a lot, you know that choosing the right place to stay is essential for a pleasant holiday. But wouldn't it be good if you no longer had to search on the internet for hotel reviews? What if you could walk through a hotel in real time instead of just viewing a few photos on a website? You would know exactly what to expect. No more unpleasant surprises like run-down hotels and cramped, dirty rooms to ruin your holiday before it even begins. When you make your decision, your virtual agent will take care of all the arrangements and financial transactions. Hotel reservations, plane and train tickets, car hire and tour guide bookings will all be handled for you. Planning a holiday won't have to be so stressful anymore. At the click of a button, everything will be arranged. When it comes to transport, planes will be state-of-the-art, with enough interior space for passengers to walk around comfortably, and will have panoramic views of the surroundings and the ground below. Obviously, comfort and speed will be number one priorities. What amazes me most is talk of the speed we can expect flights to reach. London to New York could take only 1 hour. Upon reaching your destination, even the whole holiday experience will be different. Cutting-edge technology will have advanced, making everyday interactions easier. If you don't know the language, a device will instantly translate. For instance, what an Argentine taxi driver is saying as you ride through the bustling streets of Buenos Aires. It would also come in handy when trying to read a Polish menu in a small, traditional restaurant in Krakow. Language can often be a barrier to enjoying your holiday. But if you use this device, communication will be a piece of cake. Moreover, scientists predict that wearable technology will be a part of our daily lives, whether we are on holiday or not. Glasses that are connected to the internet and display information right before our eyes are already available. In the future, most of us will be wearing special contact lenses that will instantly display facts about places and sites as we walk down the street of a foreign city. Another interesting aspect.
All right. What do you think? It was easy, maybe too difficult?
Difficult, teacher.
Difficult? All right. Why? Uh, were there many words that you didn't understand? All right. What does everyone else think? Was it too easy, so and so, or maybe too difficult?
I think it was easy, but there was sometimes I get confused because of his action.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. So what you're going to do now is you're going to read the whole, the 10 questions, and you will see, you will get more or less a better idea of what Andrew Warren was talking about. So I will give you 2 minutes to read these 10 sentences, and then we will repeat well, the listening. All right? So read the sentences, and I will play it again in 2 minutes. All right, are you ready? Yes?
Yes, teacher.
All right. So what we're going to do now is you're going to listen to this reading again and try to answer these 10 questions, okay? All right, so I'm going to start playing it now again. So please pay attention, all right?
Module 4. Pack your bags.
4B. Listening 1. You will hear a futurologist called Andrew Warren talking about the future of holidaying. For questions 1 to 10, complete the sentences with a word or short phrase.
Whenever we talk about holidaying in the future, words that come to mind are space tourism or underwater hotels. But there's a little more than that to consider. In more or less 20 years from now, our whole experience of holidays will have completely changed. Can you imagine having a trip based on your preferences and past experiences arranged for you, and then even being able to experience it a little before you buy it? Well, this is what the future of travelling is all about. First of all, there will be no more searching through brochures. We will have virtual agents that will do all the searching and planning for us. These will be applications that will suggest trips made to fit our preferences and suit our needs. So, are you into adventurous holidays? Your virtual agent will tell you to head for Kenya on a safari. Or, if you enjoy the sun and the beach, you will end up relaxing at a luxurious resort in Hawaii. Your smartphone use and social media activity will be used to monitor your behaviour and preferences. Whatever your tastes, the virtual agent will be sure to find the best choice for you. I'm sure you've heard about virtual travelling. Just by putting on a special headset or virtual reality glasses, you can be transported to the other side of the world without leaving the comfort of your home. However, the way I see it, this will just be a way to try out a holiday and will probably never replace the real thing. Through the special virtual environment, you will be strolling down the streets of New York City one minute and then sunbathing on a sandy beach in Phuket the next, at no cost at all, just to get an idea of what it's like. So, you've decided on your destination, but before you set off, the next step is to find accommodation. If you travel a lot, you know that choosing the right place to stay is essential for a pleasant holiday. But wouldn't it be good if you no longer had to search on the internet for hotel reviews? What if you could walk through a hotel in real time instead of just viewing a few photos on a website? You would know exactly what to expect. No more unpleasant surprises like run-down hotels and cramped, dirty rooms to ruin your holiday before it even begins. When you make your decision, your virtual agent will take care of all the arrangements and financial transactions. Hotel reservations, plane and train tickets, car hire and tour guide bookings will all be handled for you. Planning a holiday won't have to be so stressful anymore. At the click of a button, everything will be arranged. When it comes to transport, planes will be state-of-the-art, with enough interior space for passengers to walk around comfortably, and will have panoramic views of the surroundings and the ground below. Obviously, comfort and speed will be number one priorities. What amazes me most is talk of the speed we can expect flights to reach. London to New York could take only 1 hour. Upon reaching your destination, even the whole holiday experience will be different. Cutting-edge technology will have advanced, making everyday interactions easier. If you don't know the language, a device will instantly translate. For instance, what an Argentine taxi driver is saying as you ride through the bustling streets of Buenos Aires. It would also come in handy when trying to read a Polish menu in a small, traditional restaurant in Krakow. Language can often be a barrier to enjoying your holiday. But if you use this device, communication will be a piece of cake. Moreover, scientists predict that wearable technology will be a part of our daily lives, whether we are on holiday or not. Glasses that are connected to the internet and display information right before our eyes are already available. In the future, most of us will be wearing special contact lenses that will instantly display facts about places and sites as we walk down the street of a foreign city. Another interesting aspect.
All right, were you able to answer all questions, of all 10 questions? All right. Did you find it more, well, way more easier than the first time? All right. All right. So we're going to answer this next part. Each one of you is going to answer about one questions, and we will well, check the answers together. All right. So, Gabriel Rojo, can you answer number one?
Yeah, Andrew points out that the future of traveling doesn't only consist of comfortable hotels and space tourism.
Very good. Does anyone else have another answer? Everyone has the same answer Gabriel had?
Yes, teacher.
Yes? All right. So, very good. So we have in this consists of underwater hotels and space tourism. So in this well, listening, we hear that probably uh, these like underwater hotels and space tourism that we well don't see. Well, probably we will never see, or they are not that common. Well, the this future of traveling doesn't just consist of these parts. Okay, Karina, can you answer number two? She's not here.
I don't have it.
And you don't have it?
Yes.
All right. Uh, do you need to listen to it again, or we continue answering this?
Mm, can I listen it again?
All right. Well, let's do a little yeah, a little survey. All right. I would like you to tell me how many questions were you able to answer. All right, Arturo, how many did you answer? I think he's not here. Brenda? Five. All right. Carlos Alberto, how many? He's not here. All right. Daniel Orozco, how many did you answer?
Four, teacher.
Four. All right. Ivanova, how many did you answer? Carlos Alberto, four. Ivanova? She's not here. Gabriel Callejas, were you able to answer well, any of the questions?
How many? I answered for two.
For two, all right. Gabriel Rojo, how many did you answer?
I answer six, and the rest I take very clear.
Okay, all right. Very good. Karina, how many did you answer?
Four.
All right. Kevin, how many?
5.
Five. All right. Maricruz?
3.
Three. All right. I think it was a little difficult. All right. Martin, how many did you answer?
5, teacher.
Five. All right. Ramiro, how many did you answer? He left. All right. I, yeah, I guess it was a little, maybe a little difficult. So, what we're going to do is we're not going to listen to all again. We're going to just to listen one part, and we answer that part, and then we listen to the next part and we answer the next part. I think let me see if I mark the time stamps for each questions. I don't have it. Well, I think we can do it. All right. We already answered the first one, so we're going to start from the second one. And if you have any question about the vocabulary or anything, please let me know.
Module 4. Pack your bags.
4B. Listening 1. You will hear a futurologist called Andrew Warren talking about the future of holidaying. For questions 1 to 10, complete the sentences with a word or short phrase.
Whenever we talk about holidaying in the future, words that come to mind are space tourism or underwater hotels. But there's a little more than that to consider. In more or less 20 years from now, our whole experience of holidays will have completely changed.
I paused it, but my microphone was off. All right, so in this first part, you already heard that he said like it doesn't consist only just in space tourism and underwater hotels. So pay attention to well, that will be the first answer. All right, so we go to the next one.
Can you imagine having a trip based on your preferences and past experiences arranged for you, and then even being able to experience it a little before you buy it? Well, this is what the future of travelling is all about. First of all, there will be no more searching through brochures. We will have virtual agents that will do all the searching and planning for us. These will be applications that will suggest trips made to fit our preferences and suit our needs. So,
all right, in this next part, we have travel agents will be replaced by these virtual agents, and these these virtual agents are they are called here like applications. So in this case, you will have applications, right? Is everything clear? All right, we will continue.
your virtual agent will tell you to head for Kenya on a safari. Or, if you enjoy the sun and the beach, you will end up relaxing at a luxurious resort in Hawaii. Your smartphone use and social media activity will be used to monitor your behavior and preferences. Whatever your tastes.
All right, all right. Can anyone tell me the answer of this next one? We have virtual agents will use information they get from as well as social network. Okay. Does anyone know?
Maybe it's a social media.
Yeah, we already have a social media. This social networking it's referring to this social media. Another idea he says
A smartphone user.
yeah, he says like a smartphone use the way you use your smartphone will give a will give this these virtual agents this idea of what to suggest. We already see this some sort of this idea already with this big data like the cookies that web pages collect your activity through the web, so they can suggest the right ads for you. All right. Any question about this? No? All right. We will continue to the next part.
The virtual agent will be sure to find the best choice for you. I'm sure you've heard about virtual travelling. Just by putting on a special headset or virtual reality glasses, you can be transported to the other side of the world without leaving the comfort of your home. However, the way I see it, this will just be a way to try out a holiday and will probably never replace the real thing. Through the special virtual environment,
All right. Then we get to this next part. He already says that it will not replace this real traveling. And he said one one phrasal verb that we already saw last unit, I think. Does anyone know the answer to this one? Can you make a guess of number 4? Can anyone make a guess of number 4? Of the answer of number 4? No one? Transported. All right. Remember that he said like this will not substitute this real traveling, but yeah, he said that this virtual traveling will transport people to these other places, so they can experience like yeah, like have one taste of that place, so they can do it in real life next. Does anyone know a verb or maybe a word that refers to this, like I was about to say this verb. Mm, does anyone know? Like intentar algo, como darle una probadita a ese algo. Algo nuevo. Yeah, try. We have a try, but it's not only one try out. Yeah, very good. Yeah, we have a try out. Thank you, Martin. Very good. Pay attention to that try out. And we use this try out. Remember that we use it to only referring to this news stuff that we haven't well do before. All right, done before. Sorry. We continue to this next to the next one, number 5. Right.
You will be strolling down the streets of New York City one minute, and then sunbathing on a sandy beach in Phuket the next, at no cost at all, just to get an idea of what it's like. So, you've decided on your destination, but before you set off, the next step is to find accommodation. If you travel a lot, you know that choosing the right place to stay is essential for a pleasant holiday.
All right. Does anyone know the answer of this of number 5? Apart from destination, virtual traveling will help people decide on
Accommodation.
accommodation. Very good. We continue to the next part.
But wouldn't it be good if you no longer had to search on the internet for hotel reviews? What if you could walk through a hotel in real time, instead of just viewing a few photos on a website? You would know exactly what to expect. No more unpleasant surprises like run-down hotels and cramped, dirty rooms to ruin your holiday before it even begins.
All right. Does anyone know this next one? Andrew suggests that walking through, and we have a blank space, is better than looking at photos. Does
Hotel.
anyone? A hotel? Very good. Yeah. Thank you, Carlos Alberto. Very good. We continue to this next part.
When you make your decision, your virtual agent will take care of all the arrangements and financial transactions. Hotel reservations, plane and train tickets, car hire and tour guide bookings will all be handled for you. Planning a holiday won't have to be so stressful anymore. At the click of a button, everything will be arranged.
All right. Does anyone know the answer of this next one? Andrew says that arranging a holiday will be less than it is today.
Stressful.
Yeah, very good. All right. I think you probably don't have many issues with this one, so I will let it play these last 3, and we will answer them at the end.
When it comes to transport, planes will be state of the art, with enough interior space for passengers to walk around comfortably, and will have panoramic views of the surroundings and the ground below. Obviously, comfort and speed will be number one priorities. What amazes me most is talk of the speed we can expect flights to reach. London to New York could take only 1 hour. Upon reaching your destination, even the whole holiday experience will be different. Cutting-edge technology will have advanced, making everyday interactions easier. If you don't know the language, a device will instantly translate. For instance, what an Argentine taxi driver is saying as you ride through the bustling streets of Buenos Aires. It would also come in handy when trying to read a Polish menu in a small, traditional restaurant in Krakow. Language can often be a barrier to enjoying your holiday. But if you use this device, communication will be a piece of cake. Moreover, scientists predict that wearable technology will be a part of our daily lives, whether we're on holiday or not. Glasses that are connected to the internet and display information right before our eyes are already available. In the future, most of us will be wearing special contact lenses that will instantly display facts about places and sites as we walk down the street of a foreign city. Another interesting aspect.
Module
All right. Can anyone give me the answer of number 8?
Speed.
Speed? Yeah, very good. What about number 9?
Maybe
Argentine,
translates.
Translates? Does anyone have another option?
Argentine taxi driver.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, very good. Yeah, he's referring, like, gives this example, like talking to a Argentine taxi driver uh, helps demonstrate this how technology has advanced, that you can have a simultaneous translation and well, without even speaking the language. All right. And what about the last one? Does anyone have it?
Glasses.
Yeah, it can be special contact lenses that he says, like where you can have all the information really well, have really access to this information with special contact lenses or glass. All right. Did you find it too difficult? Maybe some of you didn't have too many trouble with this reading, but I think some of you had some trouble with this. All right. Do you have any question about anything? All right. So you will have some homework. You will have to do page 29 and 20 and 30. Just exercise C, exercise D, and exercise E. Okay? Of your workbook, obviously. I will put it here. Workbook, page 29. E, C, D, and E. Right, we will take them next class. And we will finish right now because the next part was about vocabulary and phrasal verbs. And I would like to to see this in detail. So you don't have any doubts. All right. About this listening. Remember that try to try to listen to stuff in English so you can be more familiar with the vocabulary, with the speed of the language, if that is an issue. Usually, it's more like a vocabulary more than anything else. So try to listen to to more stuff so you can understand more things. I remember that I saw in one class of I think it was psycholinguistics that our brains are usually really good at predicting some stuff, but usually it requires information to do these predictions. As more you read, the more you read and the more you listen to more stuff, your brain will be able like to make these predictions. Like the more, for example, if you read a lot about civil engineering, your brain will be really good at predicting what will come next in a text about civil engineering without paying much attention, without like be reading the text like you are. It's really tiring. At some point, it will become really easy for you uh, well, to be able to do that. All right. If you don't have any questions, I will take attendance right now. And we will see each other on Friday. All right. So we're on right. Anaya Morales Martín Eduardo.
Here, teacher.
Very good. Callejas Paz Gabriel.
Present.
Very good. Carlos Alberto Chávez Salinas.
Here.
Very good. Chávez Vicente Ramiro. I think he was here, but he had issues with his internet. Yeah, he's here.
Here, teacher. Sorry.
Yeah, don't worry. González García Maricruz.
Here, teacher.
Very good. Lozada Granados Karina.
Here.
Very good. Orozco Arredondo Daniel.
Here.
Very good. Ponce Guerrero Kevin.
Here.
Okay. Ramos Juárez Ulises Alejandro. I think he's not here. Rangel Nieves Diego Eduardo. He told me he wasn't attending because of his internet. Rico López Fernando Ivanova.
Here, teacher.
Okay. Rojo Moreno Gabriel.
Here.
Salinas Hernández Brenda. And Saucillo Arturo. Saucillo Castillo Arturo. Okay, very good. All right, if you don't have any questions, then we will end the class right now. If you have any comment or any any comment, any doubts or anything, please let me know, and we will try to solve them. All right. If not, we will see each other on Friday. All right. Have a great day, and see you on Friday.
See you, teacher.
See you.
Thank you, teacher. See ya.
Take care.
Teacher.